You were 5'9" in high school, but now you reach 25 and still 5'9". Despite feeling like you have grown in years, science says you're wrong. You are still growing, but the changes are less noticeable once you finish puberty. And here's why. By the time you reach your late teens, most of your long bones have reached their adult length, but there's still plenty of room for improvement in terms of spinal health, posture, and overall stature. That's right. Most guys stop growing in height somewhere between 16 to 18 years old, but you might be able to add another inch or two onto your height with the right knowledge. And today we're breaking down 3 proven methods to help you maximize your true height potential even after puberty. From posture hacks and spinal decompression to growth hormone stimulation, we're covering it all. So stay tuned till the end because we've explain what actually works versus what is a myth. This is one topic that is near and dear to many of our hearts, since we made a previous video about how to grow taller faster that went viral. So consider this a follow-up to address the more advanced techniques that will help men reach their full height potential even after puberty. But before we dive into these methods, remember, while increasing your height can help improve your appearance, it's no substitute for building confidence, working on your style, or developing a great personality. Those things matter just as much, if not more, when it comes to attracting women. Now let's get into it. Step 1. Fix your posture. There's a reason why they say you stand taller when you have good posture. The reason is because you literally do stand taller. A 2015 study from the Journal of Clinical Biomechanics found that those who had good posture stood almost 1.5 inches taller than those who slouched. In fact, if you spend hours each day hunched over your phone or laptop, you could be adding unnecessary curvature to your spine, which compresses your discs and causes you to lose height. It's estimated that poor posture is responsible for about 50% of back pain cases. So check yourself. Are you guilty of sitting in a way that causes you to hunch forward? If so, you need to switch up your routine. Consider investing in a desk with a standing function that allows you to alternate between sitting and standing throughout the day. Or if a new desk isn't in the cards right now, simply set a timer for every 30 minutes to 1 hour to remind yourself to sit up straight. Remember, maintaining proper posture doesn't just prevent back pain and make you look taller. It also helps you breathe deeper and increase your overall energy levels. Step 2. Optimize nutrition for human growth hormone. Believe it or not, there are foods that can actually help you grow taller. It all has to do with boosting the production of something called human growth hormone, or HGH. As its name suggests, HGH plays a crucial role in your growth and development, especially during puberty. However, HGH levels remain steady during adulthood, unless you engage in vigorous exercise or eat certain foods. Studies show that HGH can increase protein synthesis, fat burning, muscle growth, and exercise recovery, which is why it's often taken as a supplement by athletes. While HGH supplements are banned in many sports, there are natural ways to stimulate the release of HGH from your own pituitary gland. First, eat more protein. Protein is essential for tissue repair and growth, so it makes sense that eating more protein can increase HGH levels. In fact, a study published in the International Journal of Sports Medicine found that a high-protein diet led to higher levels of HGH in overweight participants. The recommended daily allowance for protein is 0.8 grams per kilogram of body weight. But if you want to boost your HGH levels, you may need to eat more than that. Try bumping up your protein intake to 1 gram of protein per pound of body weight and see how you feel. Second, try fasting. Fasting has been shown to increase HGH levels by up to 2,000%. In other words, if you abstain from food for a period of time, your body will produce more growth hormone. There are different types of fasts you can try, such as daily fasting, where you restrict your daily calories to a small window of time like 6 hours, or periodic fasting, where you go for longer periods without food like 24 hours. The latter is exactly what it sounds like. Just make sure to consult your doctor before trying any type of fast, especially if you have any underlying health conditions. Finally, keep in mind that you don't have to drastically change your diet to see results. Small tweaks like switching out refined carbohydrates for complex carbs can have an impact. For example, brown rice has a lower glycemic index than white rice, meaning it won't spike your blood sugar levels and cause insulin resistance, which has been linked to decreased HGH production. And that about wraps up our list of the best tried and true ways to boost your height after puberty. Before we move on to some quick tips to look taller instantly, remember that genetics play a significant role in determining your final height. So if you're genetically predisposed to be short, you may never be 6 foot tall, no matter what you do. With that said, you should still strive to reach your genetic height potential, because that's the tallest you can possibly be. It's also important to note that you don't have to be tall to be attractive. Women want a partner who is confident, funny, and intelligent, not just tall. So don't let your height define your worth. That being said, here are 3 bonus tips to help you look 2 to 3 inches taller instantly. Tip no. 1. Wear a V-neck shirt. A 2015 study found that people who wore V-neck shirts appeared taller than those who wore crewneck shirts. Tip no. 2. Wear vertical stripes. A study from the Journal of Experimental Psychology found that people who wore vertical stripes appeared taller than those who wore horizontal or wavy stripes. Tip no. 3. Lift your chin angle. When you walk, lift your chin at a 45-degree angle and look directly in front of you instead of down at your feet. This will give the illusion that you're taller than you actually are. So there you have it, 3 evidence-based methods to help you grow taller even after puberty. We know that genetics play a major role in your final height, but that doesn't mean that you can't improve your posture. Stimulate growth hormones and decompress your spine to achieve your full potential. Just remember, while being tall can certainly have its perks, it's not the be-all and end-all. Focus on becoming the best version of yourself inside and out, and the rest will fall into place. Speaking of becoming the best version of yourself, if you're looking for more practical advice on how to improve your life, then we've got the perfect recommendation for you. Check out our video on how to level up as a man for a deep dive into how to become the best version of yourself. You'll explore topics such as personal growth, self-improvement, and masculinity. See you over there.